Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone tuning in to join us in our Volleyball Talk Live podcast. First of all, before I start, I would like to apologize for the delay. We know we scheduled the podcast for 1 o'clock, but due to some technical issues, we were not able to start. So I would like to apologize to the fans and everybody waiting for us to come alive. Okay. So today I have here with the head coach of Army, Coach Asante, and then we have Kennedy, 60 pounds, who also plays for Ewa Queens. And then we have Richard Amano, who will join us very soon, who is on his way coming. So today is the opening of our podcast that will be happening on every Thursdays, every week. We talk about everything concerning Ghana volleyball. We also talk about how the leagues, the challenges that we face in the league, and how we'll be able to improve the leagues, and then what ideas that can also promote Ghana volleyball to the world. Okay. So on our agenda today, we have the Ghana Volleyball League, and then we have the GVA Commission in the National League, and we also have Player of the Week. So we will talk about Player of the Week, the performance both sides, both the men and then the women's side. We also have player transfers. Okay. So sometimes in Ghana here, players do transfers before the season starts, and then within the season we have players also moving from team A to team B. We'll talk about that. We also have the club championship coming on, which we heard rumors of various teams participating. We had Ewa Queens, we had Air Force, and then we have immigration women also. These are rumors that we heard that these teams will be participating in the club championship, which will be coming up hopefully in April. So these are some of the things that we'll talk about it on the podcast. So hopefully you guys should stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to leave a comment so that we're able to hear from you guys and hear you guys your ideas and every bit of things that you guys have to talk about. You can also share with us. So first of all, I would like to welcome the head coach of Ghana Army, Coach Asante, to briefly walk us through some of the things and his preparation towards the league. And then second of all, we'll talk to 60 pounds, the only doctor that plays volleyball, the only nurse that plays volleyball. We also talk to
He's
him.
not the only one.
Yes.
We also have the next play.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And we have Solo too. Solo. Yeah. The second nurse that plays volleyball. Yeah. We have Solo too. Also part. So, Mr. Santi,
Yes, bro.
welcome again.
Thank you very much.
Yes. I know for the past years. You've been tormenting us. And I know with this new year coming up, we have new things in place. We have transfers. I don't know, but it's rumored that head Alassane is back now. So hopefully this season there's going to be a war.
Yeah.
So as Alassane is back now, I know your team will much better than last year. Yes. So I know this season there's going to be fire. I know you have a revenge against police that you have to go and work it out. So as Alassane is back, I know it's rumored ahead. I don't know.
Only police. I have beef with police and Air Force as well.
Allah.
Then Ewa Queens is also another contender which need to be dealt with.
Okay. So I don't know. I would like to ask some few questions because I know you're also
Yeah.
part of the Ghana Volleyball Association. Yes, as like the coach, you guys go on meeting every week. We have discussions that you guys do every week. So maybe if there's any new updates on the league format or there are any changes that they add that we the players or the playing body has to know about it. I'll appreciate it if you can share it with us and then share it with the fans too, so that we get to know about that.
Oh, okay. First of all, thank you very much for honoring me with such good platform to also share ideas on volleyball in Ghana.
Yes, sir.
Like you said, I am happy, very happy with the National Volleyball Federation, that's the GVA, for coming up with such an incredible volleyball league.
Yeah.
I think the previous administration started something like that, but I will not say it. I will not say it was a national league. It was a national competition, not
Okay.
on a league form. And that the teams that qualify within Greater Accra have the opportunity to go and contest with the other teams. We did it in, I think, Tamale, Phobia, Kumasi, and a few like.
Yeah.
So it was a good thing
Yeah.
for you to see your team up there to be called a national champion. The first time I took the army team to such tournament was in Tamale, of which I won the male and female category.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah,
Okay. No.
yeah.
Yeah. I think
So
you played Air Force
we play Air Force and prisons.
Prisons, yes. Yeah. And then I
Tamale
think
also have
Tamale
some
has some
strong teams.
two strong teams that joined.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And it was good.
Yeah.
It makes you see your level.
Yeah.
You feel your level. You you think you are up there, but when you meet such,
Yeah.
then I realize team like Air Force, team like Ewak, especially in Ghana volleyball. I will not say Greater Accra, but in Ghana volleyball,
Yeah.
they've been dominating Ghana volleyball for a couple of times.
Yeah.
Almighty Police couldn't make it to that particular tournament.
Yeah.
It's something good
Yes.
to do. Like you said, this year, like my team,
Yeah. Your
I
team
will use my
preparations.
team
Yes. Yes.
preparation. We were not released early, but I can assure you, we are there. I am saying we are there because this year my aspiration is to take both men and women to the national championship and to be crowned as the national champions as well.
That's nice.
I have some few professional players like the likes of Rashaka and Co, and some of them are even coming back. Alasa is already in.
Okay.
He's in with injury, but thank God the injury we are patching up.
Yeah.
We are doing everything possible to make sure. My hope is to make sure Alasa go back. It's not because I want to win league. I want to have the dream is to make sure I have about 5 or even 6, whether male or female, to participate international with professional volleyball as a career.
Yeah.
So that in the near future, when I want to assemble, I will have the likes of Alasa. It's unfortunate Tompo will be seen off and on. Ezeks will be seen off and on in volleyball because of national call.
Oh, okay.
But for now, I have Alasa, I have the likes of Alain Kaya, which Mohammed, we have the likes of Sissoko, and I have
Yeah.
quite a couple of players.
Hopefully this year, Asante,
The lefty is also on
is
board.
also on board. Yeah.
He's yet to be released.
Okay.
He's on assignment. He's left yet to be released. So I can assure you, the army is created in a way that with this season you may have some players. The next season you will not have them because of national call.
Yeah.
The armed forces call, the national and other things. But on preparation, I can tell you, the recent team, the new club that just joined, came to test the mighty of
Yeah. That's
the men.
Calibi.
Yeah, Calibi.
Yes.
At that time, most of my ladies haven't been reported yet,
Yes.
but at least we gave them a match.
Yes.
By the men, like the men's side,
Yeah.
I gave them dosage.
Okay.
My brother,
Sister boss.
60 pounds will use in medical term that some dosage. I gave them some dosage to think about
Yes.
for them to test themselves in the Greater Accra. Greater Accra has been the bedrock of Ghana volleyball, whether you like it or not.
Oh yes, definitely.
You can go to any extreme, but Greater Accra volleyball is the best organized league in Ghana.
Yeah.
That's where the national team dwells its strength from.
Yes.
And I think the national have to give their full support their full support in terms of finance or in terms of logistics and other things to make sure the Greater Accra Lakes stays. Because if Greater Accra Lakes dies, the national team is dead.
Yes.
I happen to be part of the national side as during the All African Games.
Yes.
And there was a whole lot of issues here and there, but the president was able to stand firm, put his leg on the ground to make sure things go well. And I think with all those passions and other things, it was good. And for so many years in Ghana participating in all African games, we were able to come out with a medal,
That's
which
nice.
has never happened before. I think the first one was some 20 something years ago with the female team, but the male team. Ghana have players, and I have to emphasize on it. We have the materials. The materials are cut across all teams.
Yeah.
All teams, not army alone, not police alone. You can get seasoned players from all over the clubs, and it is how to handle them. I will say with fact that at that stage, the state is not taking care of us.
Yeah.
If I say us volleyball,
But yes, yes, I understand.
if they take us, if they take very good care of us, I can assure you, we'll have more professional players than even soccer.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Uh, Me, I will use my team as an example. None of army players have ever played professional volleyball before. But with the inclusion of one or two others, with our sports directors and the then chief of army staff, we're able to have about at least two.
Yeah.
Chief of air also have like one or two players who 3, 4 who also have tested it.
Okay.
And if army alone can have like two, then one of the several clubs, we have a source of employment.
Yeah.
Like the government is fighting to deal with an unemployment situation.
Yeah.
No, let's take this for instance, like uh, Ewa wins. Like, let's say the security service, we are already employed.
Yes, sir.
Let's take a team like Ewa Queens, a team like La Paniers and all the civil clubs.
So
Having as the exposure to send maybe 2, 3, 4 players out,
yeah.
taking $1,000 or $2,000 per month. Can you imagine
Yeah, it's
the employment that
the team is given to the player. Yeah.
you understand?
Yes.
So I will entreat that with all this our long talking, thing,
Yes.
the government should turn back on us, watch volleyball,
Yes, sir.
and see the potentials that we have. How they will be able to sell these potentials out there
Okay.
to make money for themselves, so that the burden will not be on government for unemployment situation. We have young ones, very young ones, with good talent. Give them the facility, the necessity, the equipment, the tools to work with. Organize coaching avenues, send them out, give them the opportunity to go and learn something new outside, bring it on board, and let's see how Ghana volleyball goes.
Yeah. Okay.
That is what
Yes.
I can say for now.
Yes. And then I wanted to ask you some few questions based on Alassane. You know, I know Alassane has been playing opposite of his club outside Rwanda. So as he's back now, how are things going to be now? Will he still maintain? Because I know before he would go, he's playing. He was a zone 4 player.
Yeah.
And during the national games, the All African games, he played opposite. He was playing zone 4, and then later on they moved him to opposite.
Okay.
Yes, and then he did well. He did exceptionally well. So coming back to your team now, I know he has played almost 1.5 season there.
Yeah.
Coming back to your team now, you have the likes of Tompo, you have Alikaya, you also have Aminu. Aminu who has been in very exceptional form last season. So how are things going to be now for you?
You see, there is no vacuum.
Yeah.
Like the likes of Tumpo was playing outside, opposite.
Opposite there.
I pushed Tumpo to play outside.
Yeah.
Because I cannot have some players like Aminu and Co. Then be rushing them with Popo at the opposite. Then when
Yes.
I am lacking
There's on four
the
players.
zone 4.
Yeah.
So automatically, as Alasan has come, you will see him playing a utility game.
Okay.
Once a while, you see him at the opposite. At the time, you see him, you see Aminu taking over his opposite, Alasan coming back to the normal position 4 play. So he's not going to be concrete at
One
outside.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So,
Okay. So let's talk about your women's team.
yeah.
I know your women's team has really dominated the Ghana Volleyball League for some years now.
Yeah.
Yes. And I know your top player has left you for some time now. That's Washaka. And ever since then, looking at your team, it has not been that consistent as it used to be like during that time when you know for sure that if Ami is coming to play you, you know definitely it's going to be a war for you. And so last season, looking at your women team, not only from my side, I know a lot of people has watched your women's side. We've seen them struggle so many times. Yeah, that's not like adapting without their top star. Yes, and sometimes frustrating because you play with one player who really get everything done for you. Okay, so when that player is not there, sometimes it's like there's a huge space there that somebody needs to fill that space. So looking at this year, I know definitely you have plans in place to
Yeah.
make things better. So what are what are we to expect looking at this season?
Ghana, we can talk. Oh. We can talk a lot, but when we say let's do it, it becomes a problem.
Yeah,
You see, there's no team that is not built around an individual.
yeah,
You can go to any length, like this, my brother.
yes,
The police team couldn't have played any better team without building the team around him. It's it's every coach's strategy. He's not the only player
yeah,
because volleyball, you do 3 times touch before the ball crosses it.
Yes.
2 times touch, then the 3rd touch crosses the net. We have those who work on the defense for you to pick a pass. We have somebody who will do a set for you. Then we have somebody who will do the attacking, the finishing for you to make sure the ball crosses the net. But we have an exceptional players that you cannot do away with them.
yeah,
That one, you see, we have what we call the 3 C's in volleyball. That's mental training.
yeah,
The 3 C's. You will do the mental training, you will see some of the players who adopt quick, some who adopt it later. The confidence, that's the confidence.
yeah,
You need a player with much confidence to do a dirty job for you. When the game becomes tough, what do you expect? When the game becomes tough for you, like I'm playing police and the police is leading 2-0 and I have to fight from behind to catch up and those things. You need to keep your composure.
yeah,
How do you keep your composure? You need a very tough, disciplined mindset players, like the likes of Amano, the likes of
Ami,
Rashaka.
Rashaka, yes.
You see, when the game becomes tough, that is where you see their wealth.
Yeah,
So if you lose those players, it means definitely you have to work. You have to come back, work hand in hand with other players to see, and you cannot use 1 or 2 seasons to build a team.
yes. It takes time.
It takes time.
Yeah,
So, like me, when I took over with the army team, I built the army team around some individuals to see how best the team picks up, and you cannot do away with it. If my brother will tell you the truth, in the course of playing, players even listen to their players more than coaches.
oh yes,
He sees Amano doing all the dirty works. So if he makes a mistake and Amano talk, he doesn't make mistake. He doesn't talk about
complain
it.
about it. Yeah,
He doesn't complain of it. If you see, Sister Pan is telling you, you should have been here. Why did you come here? Next time, when they are coming from here, go and be here.
yeah,
He takes it more than even a coach. because he's playing with him.
Yeah.
How many minutes does a coach have to discuss with players in a match? Every coach have 1 minute. That is a timeout. You have only 2 timeouts, 30 seconds in a pair. So definitely you will dwell on that.
Yeah.
But this time around, it has taught us a big lesson that we should involve more collective ideas to become a team.
Yes.
I don't have permanent player, season player that we want to depend on.
Yeah.
Like when I was playing the try match with Kali, I started Alasa, who is one of our most influential player from the bench after 3 sets that I brought him. So that's to tell you that this season is going to be a different type of season.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it's not going to be the old system that we
Yeah.
build around.
Yeah. I know.
But you cannot also do away with that.
With that, yes, I know. In every team we have a star player.
Yeah.
Yes, and then it's really good to keep your star player. Yeah. I mean, when your star player is not around, sometimes there are a lot of challenges that comes with it. Okay. So one last.
And it's coming.
Yes. One last question to add to that. Like, it's just something I want to throw into. So do you think building a team, should a team be built around one specific player, or should a team be built around maybe every player collectively? Like, what's your thought
I
on that?
think that's why I said we've taken a lesson from our previous mistake.
Yeah.
And going forward, we need to build a team around the individuals.
Okay.
It shouldn't be
One.
the one player
Yeah.
for the team to be built around an individual player. But with that notwithstanding,